is such a big yawn. Goodness. Okay. I don't know how to start.
Hollywood Gold.
With all that's been going on in the world and in our presidency and in our lives and our friendships, our relationships, our family ships, or OTP ships, I don't freaking know what's going on in your life, but I know that it's a heavy weight on all of us, if that makes sense. With me, it's a heavy weight on college, it's a heavy weight on family, it's a heavy weight on relationships. It's hard to balance that. And I'm not going to say anything about the US right now because everyone said it, but I wanted to make this video after everything died down a little bit. Even though there's still a lot of chaos erupting, there's still a lot of mindsets that need to be changed, and there's a lot of progress that needs to be made. I don't want to let it die down, just like a tad bit. Like right now it's like a 99.8, and that's where I want it to be. Just bring it down to 2%. Well, it's like not, it's 0.2%. It's like, you know. But I wrote this poem about 2 weeks ago, and then I finished it yesterday. And I think it's, I don't know, I think it's a good poem to share, and I thought everyone needs to hear it. And I have it memorized, and I'm not going to have it memorized. It's a long freaking, it's like 1,000 words. It's like an essay, okay? It's an essay. So I wanted to bring a little light and to reassure people that everything's gonna be okay, and that we need people. And if you're missing someone, if you love someone, if you want the world to be a better place, love is really what you need. Anyway, here we go. It's called Bus Rides. Bus rides. Over a month ago, I started taking the bus. So over a month, I've been exposed to a lot of different people. Each person gets on the bus a different way. Some people walk, like they can move mountains, and others just move. When taking the bus, seating is crucial. I start to analyze all the unclaimed seats and all the unclaimed people next to them. Picking a seat is a lot like picking a house, because when you pick your house, you simultaneously pick your neighbors as well, so I guess picking the right seat means that you want to be secure. I didn't feel secure my first time because there was no one next to me. Maybe living in a house with no one to surround you means that conversations go missed, so next time I picked my seat, I made sure to sit by the girl with the biggest smile in hopes that maybe we talk about life. We didn't talk about life, but she did ask me the time, so I was just as ecstatic to reach for my phone to give the time of day than to talk about why the sky was blue. Needless to say, I felt like I wasn't going to float away this time. There was a woman who carried all her belongings in a wheelchair, and when she put the quarters into the machine to ride, I felt as if those were her last ones. After her, a man popped in $1 like he didn't feel the need to carry around change, even though the bus only cost 50 cents. And taking the bus, be cautious of these things, because change can turn into kindness when you don't have any. Bus rides are not meant for people who are meant to sit alone. No one deserves to be alone. Because a house is not a home when you don't have people in it. One thing to watch out for on bus rides, however, is when the radio comes on. There was a day where the sky was gloomy, and people's faces reflected those of a funeral. On the radio, a man talked of suicide. The bus driver turned up the volume, and I never quite understood this. One by one, people on the bus began to listen as if there was some information that they were missing. I took my earbuds out, and I turned to my window. I didn't sit by anyone that day. Bus rides are unusual and majestic. At the same time, if I drove alone, I wouldn't see people's faces the same as I do now. People are meant to be surrounded by people even if it's for a short distance. We see new viewpoints. I sat by a man one day and I said I liked his yarmulke. His face lit up with excitement and he couldn't wait to utter the words thank you as if he couldn't say it fast enough. I was surrounded by smiling faces and faces so dismal that made me have mixed feelings about myself. Bus rides can be torture to those who lack in patience, but can be enlightening to those who wish to see the world a little bit better than what it is. Everyone was different and spoke differently and acted in different ways that I wouldn't have known to be common. We do not discriminate on the bus. We do not care if one is rich or poor. The bus fare stays the same. We are as we should be, and in doing so we find who we are not. There was no room for anything but acceptance, and I found that I lacked that a lot. I found that my patience was low, and I only smile when spoken to. I don't get along with others who do not believe what I believe, and watching that as the world goes by, I found that I'm in dire need of someone who finds the beauty in slow down rides and poetry when the moon is so low and big that you have to just compare to something of importance. I found out on these bus rides that I miss people. Like generally miss people in all their forms, even if they sometimes end up hurting me. There were many times where I lost myself. I lost my values, my hopes, my acknowledgement of what I'm here for. Just as I lost these things, so has the world. We have become so numb to the hate and unwillingness to let our people blossom as they should be that we shelter them with darkness and tell them to grow, like making a mockery of life is somehow making us tougher. It's made us numb and unaccepting to differences. We've lost ourselves in the game of hide and seek. But I truly believe people are meant to be surrounded by people, even if it's for a short distance. Okay, so I'm not quite done with that poem. I think there's a lot more that I should say and touch base on. I feel like there's a lot more things that would happen to me and happen to the world that I need to clear up, and not only myself but to others. I just wanted to share that you are loved and whatever you are or are not, or wanting to be or aspiring to be or not wanting to be, I accept you and I know you'll do great. And even if the world feels like it's letting you down, there's always a bus ride to catch. And there's always new people to fathom over or talk to. And seeing the world slow down makes you appreciate all the little things. And that's it. I hope you like this video, and I hope you say you love someone today and you give them a big hug, and I hope you understand that you are so worthy of everything and all the possibilities. Don't let anybody tell you any different, not even the president, not even your mom, especially not even yourself. So don't fight hate with more hate. Continue to spread love. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. I'm glad I didn't cry. I hate crying. Crying's gross. It's wet. I don't do wet. But love you, and tell your mom you love her, and your best friend, and your dog, or your fish, or the moon. You know, go outside not right, I don't know when I'm gonna upload this, but when the moon is up, say you love the moon. It's really pretty.